The starters for Utah. Keontae George out there with Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. Then it's Jusuf Nurkic. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Bailey in at the 3. And for the Warriors, sharpshooters Curry and Hield pair as the backcourt. Down low to be the tenacious pair of Butler and Draymond. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A., and it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Pass to Green, using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Bailey. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. It was a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
Yeah, give credit to those guys for playing with such aggressiveness. It makes a huge difference when you get that kind of boost from your second unit.
Now here's Markkanen. Here's Nurkic, and he buries his first look.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
Outside, Green. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Green's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
George passes to Markkanen. From 8 feet away, Bailey's shot is off. The Warriors have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. The Jazz have gone 1 for 3 so far. Curry against George. Pass to Markkanen. Back to George. Markkanen with a screen on Curry. 6 to shoot. It's George on the drive.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
And here's Curry, scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player. When we talk about Keontae George, what stands out to you the most, Dan?
Good question, B.A. I don't know that I'd pick one area. He's good at a wide variety of things. Can handle the ball, pass it, score it, and that gives you flexibility in terms of the guys you put around him.
From 11 feet away, it's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. And it's Butler with the ball for the Warriors. 3-point lead. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 from Curry. Fires in the triple.
If you're looking to become a catch-and-shoot expert, Curry is the player to study. He's a master.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Back over to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. And there's Butler. That one's good on the assist from Curry.
Well, the defense was all over him, but Butler is not someone who gets rattled.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Nurkic up top. Pass to Bailey. Butler against Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Coming off a win against the Hornets.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
And the Jazz with possession here, following the score by Golden State. Mikhailuk, the pass to George. Utah moving the ball around. Markkanen from long range. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. Outside heel. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Jazz trail by 9. Pass to Mykhailiuk. George feels it out a bit. Markkanen with a screen on Curry. George outside. Just 4 to shoot. Markkanen from long range. Another miss by Markkanen.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Out to Hield. Green with a screen on George. And Hield puts up a deep 3. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Utah has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Coach, you were telling me earlier, when it comes to coaching, you believe there's a difference between philosophy and style.
Absolutely. In my mind, philosophy is about your core principles, and those don't change, while style is built around your personnel. Therefore, it's got to be more flexible.
He does not get the second one. And over the 5 decades of the Jazz franchise history, almost half of those years, they were coached by the great Jerry Sloan.
Well, the Jazz were a team that took on Jerry Sloan's toughness and a willingness to fight at all times. Those days are in the past, but they still echo in Utah.
Butler lets it fly. Offensive rebound. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
It is great to have a player like Butler who forces defenders into such tough positions.
These are his first free throws of the game.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
And just far too many turnovers. You can't expect to win if you can't protect the ball.
Yeah, look, turnovers hurt you in 2 ways. You lose the possession on offense, and defensively, giveaways normally lead to easy points for your opponents.
Horford, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. George's shot is off.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Pass to Podziemski. Horford outside. Let's go with a 3. And again, no good by Golden State. Jazz trail by 10. Here's Mykhailiuk. His stats right now averaging 9 points a game. George with it. Pass to Bailey. Here's Nurkic. Horford with some nice D. The Warriors lead by 10. Outside Podziemski. Now Horford. Right side Green. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And Green is so clever at forcing the D's hand. Gotta be careful how you guard him inside.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. A different look here for Utah. Sensabaugh is checked in for Bailey, and it's Collier in for Mykhailiuk. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Yeah, in terms of winners in NBA history, few have the resume of Draymond Green.
Now here's George. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24 and a half a game. Podziemski grabs the board.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Green in the post. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Pass to Markkanen. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Spencer's checked in for Green. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. That's good for Markkanen.
Just so many things Markkanen can do to help your team on both sides.
Here's Kuminga. Horford, a screen on Markkanen. And here's Kuminga for 3. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. Jazz trail by 8. Pass to George.
Come get it.
Ball stolen. Here's the break. Moody passes to Horford. Here's Spencer. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. And it's Moody penetrating. Out left to the wing. Clock is at 3. Sinks the tray.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Utah's gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. George sets a screen. Pass to Markkanen. And here's Nurkic. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Al Horford. And the Warriors making a switch here. Butler's checked in. Then for Utah, Filipowski comes in for Markkanen. And Hendricks is subbed in for George.
Yeah, someone who has battled injuries. Great to see Yusuf Nurkic out there tonight.
Back to Butler. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Man, good whistle there.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. That's good from Butler.
Well, one thing that's never in doubt, the level of effort you're going to get from Jimmy Butler on a nightly basis.
Love is checked in for Utah. Both shots good from the stripe.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Back to Love. Over Horford. Utah with another miss.
Man, coach is going to have a few words with him after that shot.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
Now here's Butler. He had 19 points in the win against Charlotte.
And he really made them pay for every foul. Spent much of his time draining shots from the free throw line.
Kuminga's shot is off. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well, that's why they're up. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Boy, for the Warriors, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Well, I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
We've got Butler, Brandon Podziemski out there with Moses Moody. Then there's Al Horford, and it's Kuminga in at the 4. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. Now here's Butler. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. It's rebounded by Hendricks.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And there's a pick. And there's the call on Al Horford. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Here's Filipowski. No made baskets yet. Pass to Hendricks. Shot clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Podziemski into the lane. Moody from outside. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Jazz trail by 14. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. To the inside. Here's Filipowski. Drops in the layup for two. Filipowski's got his first 2 points.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Golden State has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Butler on the wing. Clock at 6. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Sensabaugh. 20 points for him last game against the Clippers.
And piling up the points at the line. He was in attack mode all night.
Here's Sensabaugh. Fires from deep. Kuminga pulls it in. Outside Butler. Pass to Horford. And here's Kuminga for 3. Misses his 4th shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Takes a 3. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And he simply makes them pay for the lackluster defense.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jimmy Butler is the complete package. Coach Steve Kerr said he's an amazing player. The skill, the strength, the ability to get to the line, his passing connects the game. And in the end, it goes beyond that. Just his presence out there. He's a lion. He's a force. Back to you.
One of the best. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Kuminga. Outside Curry. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, few descriptions more glowing than saying a player is clutch. What, in your opinion, Grant, enables a player to be that way?
You know, B.A., it's about confidence and command. When you're able to process and execute under the pressure, both internal and external, that's when you have a chance to be clutch.
And so Curry nails both of them.
And you can tell being a leader comes naturally to Curry. He sets the tone out there, and all his guys follow his lead.
Butler with a steal. And Butler is there for the flush.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Markkanen outside. That's tipped. Butler with a steal. The kick out. Curry. Back to Butler. Here's Podziemski. Three-pointer, no good. Jazz trail by 13. Down low. Markkanen misses.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's 3-ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Utah has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Pass to Markkanen. Will it go? Hauled in by Curry.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Now here's Butler. It's guarded by Markkanen. Now here's Green. Lets the 3 fly. That's good from Curry on the assist from Green. Curry's got 8 points in the quarter, and so Will Hardy calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
The Jazz making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in. Here's Collier, coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers.
Also, the way he was moving the ball, spectacular. Setting the table so his guys could eat.
5 to shoot. Pass to Nurkic, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Collier. While we have a small sample size of Isaiah Collier, he has shown impressive flashes so far.
Yeah, B.A., I really like how confident he is. When he's out on the floor, he carries himself like he belongs here. A confident mentality can go a long way for a young player.
Jazz trail by 19 to the middle. Here's Bailey, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Curry passes to Moody. Back to Curry. Shoots over Collier. Curry, no good.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Pass to Bailey. Here's Collier, defended by Podziemski. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Bailey. Here's Collier. No points so far. Now Green. And here's Curry. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Well, he has owned this quarter, a major reason they're up right now.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Nurkic. Markkanen outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bailey. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Podziemski. Outside Curry. Outside Podziemski. Pass to Green. Shot on the wing. Rebounded by Nurkic. Jazz trail by 19. Here's Collier. Back to Nurkic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
Yeah, look at Nurkic using his physique on offense, taking his shot and drawing a good foul.
And he knocks down the first one. George, he's checked in for Collier. He's off on the second.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And here's Green from the arc. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Mikhailuk. Pass to George. Shoots over Curry. And another miss by Utah. The Warriors lead by 18. Here's Hield. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
When you talk about the best shooters in the NBA, Buddy Hield has to be in the conversation.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
And the second free throw is good. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 19-point game. And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And midway through the season, here's a look at the Western Conference standings right now. You look at the Warriors. Hasn't been a banner year thus far, but they're clinging to that 8th spot in the conference. And of course the Jazz down a few spots.
Well, I think for the Warriors, I really think they've been hit and miss thus far. I mean, they are a playoff-level team, but are they championship level? Probably not.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
Curry, no good. Here's Bailey, guarded by Hield. Bailey, the pass to George. Here's Mikhailuk. Pass to Nurkic. Over Green. And another miss by Utah.
Risky strategy here. I mean, shifting their offense more to the outside, we'll see.
Well, a chance to check out some stats for Jusuf Nurkic. He shot 2 free throws in the game. He's made 1 and missed 1.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. So he comes up empty at the line.
You got to be able to capitalize at the free throw line. They're really struggling with that this quarter.
1:16 left in the second quarter. George with it, and it's Hield picking him up. And Keontae George gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
The Warriors lead by 19. Hield with the ball. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Hield, a screen on George. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Utah has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. From behind the arc. The rebound by Post.
Familiar results for him. He can't hit anything to go.
The 3-ball. And the 3-pointer goes. 6 points for him.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get burned.
36 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, too easy for Nurkic. A big man who goes up strong. You have to meet him at the rim and counter his aggression.
Now here's Curry. 15 points in the game. Outside Hield. Green for 3. The rebound by the Jazz.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
And here's Markkanen for 3. George. No good that time. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter. 3 for the game. We'll be right back with you shortly. But maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
So the Jazz 5 right now. Lauri Markkanen out there with Bailey. Then it's Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. Then there's Keontae George. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. Now here's Butler. Fires the 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Bailey's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Here's Curry, following the 3 by Utah. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Yeah, the handles on Curry are insane. There's nothing he can't do with the ball in his hands.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. George passes to Nurkic. Now Markkanen. Butler covering. Nurkic, a screen on Curry. And Nurkic throws it down.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the bucket by Utah. Inside. Here's Curry. It's rebounded by George. Jazz trail by 14. Pass to Bailey. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
I just love the ball movement.
Outside heel. Back to Curry. The 3 is up. 4-3, Stephen Curry.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Here's George. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Markkanen. Here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
And on the glass, Nurkic makes it look easy, using his reach to snatch the ball and get a shot of his own.
Now Curry. 20 points for him. Outside heel. Back to Curry. Pass to Butler from deep. Rebounded by Mikhailuk.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
He shoots it. He's off on that one.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Here's Green. Outside Butler. Pass to Curry. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Back to George. Nurkic against Green. Here's Bailey. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Oh, deflected. And stolen by Green. And it's Green with the ball for the Warriors. Outside heel. Curry against George. Low block shot. The bank shot, no good. Jazz trail by 15. Nurkic, a screen on Curry. Here's Markkanen. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. Butler's got 4 rebounds now.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Back to Curry. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Guys, back to you.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, thank you. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Podziemski comes in for Hield. Here's George. Pass to Bailey. Nurkic, a screen on Butler. And stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Warriors. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Let's take this time to see the teams who were picking the most pockets over the past month. 5th on the list, the Warriors.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
The first one falls.
Well, when you talk about Butler, his toughness is what comes to mind first. This guy plays hard every second he's out there. A throwback type of player.
Butler hits them both. Jazz trail by 19. Over to the wing. Markkanen looking it over. To the inside. It's stolen by Kuminga. And the Warriors pushing it up now. And he lobs it up top. Hammers the lob through.
Oh, mercy. Mercy me. Kuminga can really get up.
The Jazz have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Pass to Bailey. Here's George to end the cold spell. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's Curry. George defending. Now Podziemski from deep. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now. It's Mikhailuk on the wing, defended by Podziemski. Fires the 3. The shot by Mikhailuk, no good. The Warriors lead by 21. Steps back. And Butler the bucket on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Here's George. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Looking to end this. Oh, hammer it home.
Woo, nice.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. And the Warriors with possession here. And here are the Warriors now. They're on a 13-4 run. Outside Kuminga. Pass to Podziemski. Now here's Curry from outside the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Curry's got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
George passes to Nurkic. Here's Bailey. Butler covering. Shoots a fadeaway. Bailey's shot is off. The Warriors have gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. It's stolen. Here's Mikhailuk. Butler covering. Utah moving the ball around. Markkanen from long range. Warriors with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
George outside. Pass to Nurkic. Shoots over Curry. The Jazz again can't hit. And it's Green with the ball for the Warriors. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. For Lauri Markkanen, a really talented scorer, Stan. How do you think he's fared with more responsibility?
BA, I think he's done very well. He's a prototypical stretch 4 who scores at an efficient rate, and with his elevated role, he's just grown in his confidence.
Here's Bailey. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Bailey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He gets the upper hand and lays it in. Defense needs to toughen up.
And the Warriors make some changes. Horford, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Moody comes in for Butler. And it's Curry in for Curry. So Utah going with an almost entire new group here. Filipowski, he's checked in for Nurkic. Hendricks comes in for Bailey. Sensabaugh is checked in for Mikhailuk. And it's Collier in for George. Now here's Moody. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. 2 on the clock. Podziemski. The three-pointer off the mark. Utah's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Here's Collier. Puts the move on. Hauled in by Curry. The Warriors lead by 22. It's Podziemski on the wing. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Podziemski's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Here's Collier. He's covered by Curry. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Al Horford. Utah shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. No good on the free throw. Melton, he's checked in for the Warriors. Good on the second one. We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Kuminga with it. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Horford, a screen on Markkanen. Inside, just 3 on the clock. And Horford powers it home.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, already up 26 points as this quarter ends. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. We'll be right back after this word. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody out there with Brandon Podziemski. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Horford in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State. The shot by Podziemski, no good.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Here's Moody. Sinks that one from the post. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors?
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
Clock at 4. Here's Sensabaugh. And the 3 off target. They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Pass to Horford. Outside Kuminga. That one's good for 2.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Here's Collier, defended by Podziemski. Here's Sensabaugh. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Melton, he's checked in for the Warriors. And a switch here also for Utah. Nurkic is checked in. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Here's Moody. Melton, right side, fires for 3. Utah grabs the miss. Markkanen's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Collier. Melton covers. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Sensabaugh. Puts up a 3. Connects from downtown.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Now here's Melton, outside Podziemski. It's stolen by Nurkic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And he drops the first. Post is checked in for Kuminga. It's both from the stripe. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, B.A., it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering. But there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Nurkic a screen on Melton. Markkanen outside. The three knocks down the triple. Markkanen's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Horford right side. Back to Podziemski. To the middle. Shot clock at 5. Here's Melton. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Pass to Collier. Nurkic a screen on Melton. Here's Collier. Back to Markkanen. 4-3. The rebound by Post. Post has got his 4th rebound in this one. Moody passes to Horford. Outside Podziemski. Melton outside. Shoots over Collier. And the Warriors miss again. Jazz trail by 20. Pass to Markkanen. Fades. Collier, no good. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Moody passes to Melton. Screen by Horford. Melton finds Horford. Here's Sensabaugh, defended by Podziemski. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Down low. It's tipped. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. Then for Utah, Bailey's checked in for Filipowski. Mykhailiuk comes in for Sensabaugh. And it's George in for Collier. The Warriors lead by 17. Back to Curry to stop the drought. Counted from distance. Curry's got 15 points in just the second half.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Pass to Markkanen. Inside. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Outside heel. Well, Stan, now that we've had the coaches' challenges for a few seasons now, what do you think about it?
Well, B.A., I'm probably in the minority. I don't really like them. I think they slow down the flow of the game. And look, across all sports, mistakes are part of the game. Players' mistakes, coaches' mistakes, and referees' mistakes. Let's just live with them and keep the game moving.
Pass to Mykhailiuk. And here's Nurkic. George outside. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound. Markkanen from long range. Goes up again. Back to George. Markkanen, the pass to Nurkic. Gets stolen by Hield. And the Warriors pushing it up now. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Where was the defense? Can't allow Hield to get this kind of positioning to throw it down.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. To the paint. Here's Bailey. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 5th assist in this one. The Warriors lead by 20. And here's Curry. Outside, Green. Pass to Butler. 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And it's Hield, missing.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Fires from 14. Oh, a perfect jumper.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions. And defensively, they need stops.
Now Curry. Now Green. The 9-foot shot. Bailey pulls it down. Jazz trail by 18. Outside George from 13 feet. Good for 2.
And he's a crafty scorer for a young player. George is always going to find the gaps in the defense.
Here's Curry. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Hield. Markkanen against Butler. On the wing, Curry. 4 on the clock. The 19-footer. Rebounded by Markkanen. Utah's gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Warriors.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year. And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Stephen Curry.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot.
Outside Butler. From deep. It's good from beyond the arc.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Steph, I know it's still early, but how do you evaluate this team and its ability to go the distance?
In terms of communicating about our principles and how we're going to be successful, trying to chase another championship, we're definitely on the same page. Just a matter of staying focused every night, giving the best effort we can, and just enjoying the journey because it's a long year.
Well, you've been there. You know what it takes. Thanks, Steph.
Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Stephen Curry.